Okay, and we are live. Hello, everybody. Boy, we got a room of chatters out here already. Welcome to another Wednesday investigative tarot manifest. Okay, so hopefully we'll be manifesting some insight and some leads and some clues as to the disappearance of this poor young mother. Actually, I have Jackie from Jackie's Crystal Moon joining us live from Cork, Ireland. Oh, home of some of my ancestors. And we have Hershe, the shadow reader, Halen from St. Louis, Missouri. And of course, I'm here in Niagara Falls. I ain't going nowhere. So everybody, thank you for being here. I'm not going to dive into a lot of information right away on Kendra because Hershe likes to do her initial readings cold, but I will give a few basics on her. But so let's see, Jackie and Hershe were chatting up. So Spiritual Rain, hello, my dear. You're a gal pal as well. Hello, Thomas. And yes, Thomas, we know that you are looking towards seeing Hershe's deck. I'm probably going to get that too. That's a really awesome deck.
Well, I'm in love. I'm just saying. I'm
Oh, so yes, Rain meet Thomas. Thomas meet Rain. That's nice. Glad to meet you too. So we got Dina here. Ahead. Okay. And I saw Marby. Hello, Marby. Good to see you, my dear. And Thomas is in Texas. Now, every time I go to touch my chat to highlight things, my screen is blinking. Do you ladies see the squares? Our videos, do you see the screens blink? No. It's weird. It started doing that on my celebration on Sunday. I was having issues with that.
Oh, wow.
Hello, Isadora.
Hey, Isadora.
And Rain says, I'm here from the boonies in rural Canada, eh? Well, I would rather be in a boonie right now than working on that. And Hypnosis in Washington. Hello, Bigfoot country. I mean, Bigfoot's everywhere. I just found out recently there's been Bigfoot sightings in about half an hour, 45 minutes from where I'm at. So, you know, Bigfoot gets around. And of course, don't let me forget to introduce Hershe's spirit box and her guides. So when you hear the little chatting, that's them here. Hershe, for people who might be new, do you just want to let them know what you're using today? Along with the cards.
Today I am using the app Spirit Talker from
back
from the Play Store. I am using the Patrick Valenza, the Abandoned Oracle. I am using the it literally just showed up in the mail, and you know, we had a quick introduction, but it's called Murder Mystery Oracle Cards that the beautiful Michelle sent me. So wonderful, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then I'm always using my yawns. They're always in my face, in my hands, and in reach. You guys know how I am with my yawns. So
your what?
My yes or no, my yawns.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah, yes or no. I call them yawns. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I never
did that today, Jackie.
Well, look at that. Look, yawns. Yes or no? Duh.
Nope. I'm never too far without them. So.
And so, what do you use for a yes or no deck? Do you have one that says the actual words yes? No?
I have three. I have three very specific decks that are like specifically for yawns. Like this one is the Crystal Ball Pocket Oracle, and it's it's set up around the direct question system. I have the Angel Answers, which is also a yawn system, a yes or no system. And then this one has the Metaphysical Cannabis, has a few bits and pieces of the yawn system in it. So
her box is busy already.
Oh yes.
And Tom said it took me weeks to figure out yawns. Yeah, I didn't know what they were.
I heard Joe talking about it, and I didn't know what he was on about.
Well, it's okay. I'm used to people. Like I forget it. I say it so much. I'm like, oh yeah, it means yes or no.
Okay, so is there you want to share people, Jackie, what cards you use so that we can give
I
Kim
am
a shout out?
using
Mm-hmm.
my there we go. Secrets Revealed True Crime Oracle.
Oh, here, let me put you on the
Oh,
screen
dude.
for that. There you go.
Ooh.
There we go. So my Secrets Revealed True Crime Oracle, which are by Kim Cooley. She is Abundant Life Tarot. And I also have my Jamie Sawyer Rider Waite Smith clone out as well, just for afterwards.
And Hershe, really quick, because I wasn't thinking, because I was still doing cards. Did you want to show the deck that you just got for the True Crime? So people want to look for it on Etsy if they ever want to join in along with us. And apparently it took this young lady 2 years to study the detective lingo and how they address, investigations and everything, so that they write out the cards and they do descriptions of, scene of a crime, all those. I mean, it looks like I know I need to get that.
Yeah, it looks like a notepad, like like a detective's notepad, the one that would be sitting there, taking notes. And then it's got a little like a hand drawn illustration. Some of them are digital, pictures, like digital pictures, but some of them have just handwritten like scribble on them. But yeah, like they're nice. I like them. I literally just fell head over heels in love with them. So I love them, and they got here so fast. Like literally, they were ordered this week, and here it is.
And they're inexpensive. $30 for what? Yeah. Over 50 cards, I think she's going in there.
Yep.
Like 54 cards or something like that. So that's a really good deal. And for me, every time I do and touch my screen, you guys blink in and out, and it's driving me nuts. Oh. So for the readings, I'm going to be using my Heaven and Earth tarot deck, just because of the somber mood and the coloring of it. And I also, what I did is I went to Etsy and I looked at all the other cards that were available for true crime. And Shan helped me, and he wrote out. So I have 2 separates of all the kind of cards to pull, just words on them. So that'll be my go-to for now. And I just want to address a question really quick. Now, hypnicity, we are only going to be reading on one person today, but I will write this person down. And if you want, contact me via my email. It's on my my about page, and give me maybe a link or some details about this individual. And we can either look for you on our own, pull cards like in a backstage, or we can do a live show. So let me know what you would like for us to do, but we're going to just be focusing on one individual today. And I'm just writing down the basic information that you just put up here, Nalani. 2016 neighborhood. So just bear with me. Alrighty. So let me remove that. And Isadora likes to use the pendulum. I will use that in conjunction with my cards as well. And Rain says I have the angel answers too, and she loves that. Oops, deck. Okay. So, sorry. Don't be sorry, Nalani. We'll look into that for you. But yeah, we are doing Kendra Nicole Battelo today.
Not sure that's how you spell her surname, but anyway.
It's Bate, I think. But
okay.
Yeah, I wrote, because I was thinking the word bottle, and that's why I did the same thing. And we'll do. Okay, I'll look for your email from you. And we got Jeff here with us. Isadora says, bought an oracle deck, affirmation deck, and karma deck from Five Below. Yeah, you can get some interesting things there. I've got some astrology books and whatnot. I got a nice little crystal book $5. You can't go wrong. Hershe, I have the murder mystery oracle cards. Haven't used them yet. Patricia.
Oh,
Well, Patricia, you might have to join us one of these days if you want to give them a try.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And Thomas says, Hershe, tell my relatives hi and to leave me out of the spirit talker today. Oh, so I guess he, okay. Hi, Michelle.
I was
Okay.
just starting off. Hey.
Alrighty. So, get started, and I'll try to keep up with saying hi to people in chat. Let me move
And
this
you're
here.
right. 55 oracle cards for $30.
And I'm looking for that sheet that I just had with Kendra's information on. So Heather's a little discombobulated today, as everybody knows. Okay, so today, as you see her picture,
Hey,
some
Fatima.
people are wondering why. Huh?
I'm just saying hi to
Fatima.
Fatima. I don't know
Okay.
how you pronounce it.
So we are looking at Kendra Nicole Battelo today. She is an indigenous biracial young woman. She is from Enid, Oklahoma. She is part of the Muskogee Creek Nation. And all the information in the description. If anybody who sees this video on playback, they're in the description. There is the number for the Enid Police Department to call. It lists also the agent in charge of her investigation, which is Vincent Marcellino. The tip line is also in the description as well. And Kendra went missing on July 5th, 2022. Someone claimed to have seen her a week later, knocking on the door, asking somebody for water. But right now, they're just taking whatever they hear from people. There really hasn't been anything concrete. And if you saw the thumbnail, Kendra does like to play with different hairstyles and colors and things. So the last known what she looked like was with the shaved head when she went missing in 2024 with the short hair. And I am just going to leave it at that so that Hershe doesn't get too much information right away, and start pulling some cards. And when one of you ladies are ready to share any cards, let me know and I'll put you on the big screen here. I have a few. So if I don't get to acknowledge everybody in the chat, I apologize. I'm trying to pull cards, trying to interpret them and make sure I, doing my best to say hi to everybody. And if anybody gets information from their own cards, please feel free to put that in the chat. And Jackie and I are usually good, and Hershe maybe seeing something popping in that, they can bring to my attention. Hi, Teresa. So I'm just going to go on mute for a second. So when one of you are ready, just go, and
I'm ready. Hello, everybody. So, I did the initial cards the first time, and the cards, they kind of exploded, and I thought they wanted me to, put them up, pick them up, and start all over again, and they said, nope, absolutely not. So, the ones they want me to talk about right at this exact moment is that something could have been contaminated, and that the killer will or has done this before. Something they also said that they want known is that he could or possibly has green eyes, a scar, and the scar could be on his hand because hand kept popping out 3 different times when I was asking about the scar. 1600s. That's not inside the circle, guys, so don't worry about that one. But the name Joe was inside the circle. So I don't know if Joe has any relevance to any of this, but the name Joe came through. I also asked emphatically, is she dead? And I got a hard yes. I got will anything happen, and then I've got trust your instinct came in reverse. Like there's something going on that somebody's overlooking, and the reason I say that is because that all three of these fell out together, and it was jealousy, affair, love related crime, the victim entanglement with something, and then it also, like, all three of these fell out. It says killer knew the victim and had some form of relationship or history. So like all three of these fell out like together, like in a situational.
Yep.
Makes me think that like that's why somebody's not trusting their gut. They're maybe believing somebody's word of mouth instead of actually going into it, because multiple times there's been some interviews done with people that were related to the girl, or maybe their name was dropped in the thing, and a lot of them were not just somebody that knew her type situation, but they just haven't, according to this, they haven't really trusted their gut enough to dig into the that this could be some form of a sexual crime or something, is how it kind of looks.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to find some of the basic information, but yeah, I'll wait till I'll pull Jackie up, and then I'll share what both Jackie and I know, and that's pretty spot on, Hershe.
Oh, thank you.
I gotta get those cards.
Yeah. I have political affiliation. I don't know where that would come in, but anyway, that's the second time that's actually come out. I have dark energies, which we know anyway, because, well, I won't say a while, but the person we assume it is terminated. Now, obviously, this is a box of books, which would suggest being terminated from a job, but obviously it can mean terminated from life as well, Alone. There we go. Hey. Physical altercation.
I know you.
Oh, wow, thanks. I know you. And right. Patricia just said a closer look at living space, and I also had inside. So this could be a case like the one here near my hometown recently, where bones were found underneath floorboards in the house, and that's how they found a woman that had disappeared 4 or 5 years ago, whatever. Yeah. It was actually right. The people next door, people bought the house next door and had to get plumbers in to do a job. And the plumber found bits of human remains in the pipes.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Which led to them digging up in the house and found the rest of her body under newly put down floorboards or concrete floors and whatnot. Yeah. So inside. So I'm thinking maybe she's inside somewhere too. Do you know?
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, that's what I've just pulled so far anyway.
Okay. Thank you. So
that is heavy.
I got page first one. It's Princess in this deck, but this is the Page of Pentacles. And for me, this feels very much like her. She was a mother. She had a young child, I believe, with the individual who is one of the prime suspects.
1700s.
No, she's not in the 1700s.
That's outside of the circle.
But but what I'm getting, for one of the notes I wrote down is focus on what matters. And I also, even though she came up reversed, upright, I don't do a lot of reverse. I'm still looking at the reversals as well. And it says feeling scattered. So I'm not sure if parts of her have been scattered or what, but for me, this just feels like very, very down to earth. The next card I got was the Chariot, which means that to me, she was moved. I have rest from strife. She's no longer with us.
Wow.
And at the bottom of the deck was the Lover's card. And definitely the boyfriend is a prime suspect. When I pulled from my other decks, I got dumped. I got blunt force trauma. I also had firearms, so it could very well have been a hit to the head or whatever. And then on top of that, is she, has she passed? I got the yes, I think it was you, Jackie, or so I pulled from, because these two decks are big, so I separated the piles and I pulled a few more. And I did get, it was interesting what Jackie said, bones, because I did get bones.
Wow.
I did get celebrity, and celebrity doesn't always mean like a famous like movie star, but it's somebody who is well known, possibly in the neighborhood, in the town, or whatever. And I did get social media, which was interesting because she was very much, in fact, she loved doing selfies. She liked doing a lot of, and there's one of her pictures, but she had her long hair. So that's what I got with those cards. And I don't know if you saw this, Hershe, but Patricia says, I got the killer card, a closer look at living space and research similar crimes. And seriously, Jackie, bones under the floorboards. Yeah, it's like a Poe story. A close, yep. There you go. She just pulled
it literally just flew out. It says they need to interview more suspects.
Hey,
take
Allison.
a closer look. Take a closer look. And then again, contamination with something about the crime. Something about it was contaminated. So the contaminated, the hand card, but now like literally, like that literally just popped right out, like flew out. Closer observation of the victim's living space is going to provide clues.
Yeah.
So
this is same and different.
My political affiliation card could tie in with your celebrity card, Heather. Okay. You know, someone known, like.
I'll mark that down to be one of the things if somebody in the community. Yeah.
Don't you touch that. Down.
And Allison, I know you said you're cleaning and lurking, but if you get any hits or pickups that you want to put into the chat, or you think we should be maybe asking the cards, go ahead. Anybody who thinks of a question that we may not think of at some point, go right ahead. So I'm going to put political celebrity. Now, actually, I think I might sort of know what the political might be. I know that when Caitlin became part of Biden's cabinet, she really reinforced the missing alert. It's called Red Alert, and she's really enhancing more resources to missing indigenous men and women and children. So that might touch a little bit with that's how I found her, was through the Washington D.C. cabinet of missing indigenous people, and that's her eyes caught me, her face caught me, and I got drawn to her. And let me just go ahead. What do you got, Hershe?
I got social media could provide clues.
I got social media too.
And there is a motive to this.
Oh yeah, there is. Ready to hear what the motive is?
Sure.
All righty. So, okay. Kendra was seeing a young man. His name is Colby Shepard. And apparently it was a domestic violence situation with him. And she had actually did a filing against him for domestic violence. And she was named, the victim in the case. And a week before she was supposed to appear to follow through with it is when she went missing.
Really?
So our cards are already picking up that, the boyfriend is a part of, and YouTube, again, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is us just discussing a case and throwing around, and this is actual documented that he is considered a prime suspect, one of the main suspects. So we've conducted several interviews, executed multiple search warrants on vehicles, devices, residents, field searches, but nothing has become of it. There was one person who claims to have seen her, and it was on July 20th when they knocked on the door and asked for a glass of water. I don't know if that was her. I am going to just grab my pendulum and ask if that was Kendra who had knocked on the stranger's door asking for water, and then that's it. It's weird how that just up and that was it. It was just like a tiny little bit of information, and then there was nothing really much more on
It
that.
disguises itself.
I'm just going to mute myself so I can grab my pendulum.
Okay. So, while you was talking, I was shuffling. So, like
Soldier.
these are the ones that popped out. So it says that the killer may have an item or something, some like a souvenir or something. And then Miles says, remember, you also got the hand card. So maybe it's not about the scar. Maybe she was wearing a ring or had maybe a bracelet or something on, and that could be what the souvenir could be. It also says this case will not be solved until the certain
She's
specific evidence. And then with it falling out with this, just makes me wonder. And then the social media card fell out again. So, but these two falling out together kind of makes me wonder if it's not, maybe there's a scar on the hand, maybe it was something on the hand that she wore that the killer took, or if there was an engagement ring or something maybe exchanged, maybe they took it back or something. I don't know.
Okay. It says here just two really quick. Investigators said they followed up on a tip that Kendra was somewhere in Wichita, Kansas, but that lead was not fruitful. So there have been several searches involving residents, people within the community who wanted to help, and indigenous activist groups lending their voices, but there has not been anything shared publicly to suggest that evidence leading to Kendra's return has been found. So right now there's no hope of her still being alive. And it says here, Kendra has been described as Black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indigenous. She is enrolled with the Muskogee Creek Nation. And she hasn't updated her social media. So so her cell phone, the whoever took her life probably has her cell phone. And that would probably be the item that the perpetrator or the killer kept of hers, because every time someone tries to call her, it just goes to voicemail. And it says here, it's unclear if authorities have attempted to paint its last location. I don't know why they wouldn't. But did you get anything else, Jackie? You want me to put you up on the big screen?
I just had cleanup. So like, obviously, if her remains were in the house, then he would have had to do a big cleanup job, or like your man here, who renovated the house and put down all new layers of flooring and stuff to kind of hide the smell of the body and whatnot, So that could tie in with the inside card anyway, I reckon. These flew out as well. Weapons and stalker. Weapons, I suppose, would tie in with Hershe's scar on the hand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do and stalker could just be him, I suppose, if she had broken up with him and he was still trying to get her back or whatever. He could have been stalking her,
Okay, and Isadora said her pendulum said yes, that she knocked on the door asking for water. I had a different answer, but with me, pendulums, they take a lot of concentration and stuff. So for me, I think I might avoid my pendulum today and just focus on the cards. And thank you, TK. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, my dear. Patricia said that details leading up to murder worth investigating, dating history, killer new victim, and spontaneous behavior or mental illness contributed to crime. I immediately got success on whoops. I pulled. Were you done, Jackie? So I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So really quick, I got success unfulfilled. So I'm wondering if she did stop at somebody's door for water. I'm wondering if he thought, or whoever, did the crime, didn't do she, you know, how do I put this without, but when they attempted to take her life, they weren't successful. So I'm wondering if
Oh.
that success unfulfilled, and that's why she was found knocking on somebody's door, why they didn't call the police or anything, I don't know. And I don't read reversals, but this one flipped out and it's pleasure, and it was in reverse. So this wasn't pleasure. This was sick and twisted. And I got the Queen of Pentacles, which is very loving, motherly, and she was a mother. But I'm also feeling like this is another reminder that I don't know if it necessarily means that she is yeah, I was gonna say if she's buried, but then when I looked at the bottom of the deck, I got the Four of Swords again.
Yeah.
So yeah, she is not with us. And I'm just gonna pull from the other, and if you ladies want to share any more cards, you know, let me know.
So I have a Drea that came in.
One lady here.
I understand. Her name is Drea. I don't think she knows her specifically, but she keeps saying that the girl is within 6 miles. I don't know if she means specifically Kendra, is it within like 6 miles of her home, or within 6 miles of where the crime scene may have happened, the abduction? I'm not sure. But like they're like saying it over and over and over again, and it's coming in like strongly, and it's on the inside of my circle. So I feel like it has something to do with this.
I got the Six of Cups, so that could be also related to the six also.
Right. Charlotte, I think, is also coming through. It's a name. It's on the inside. I'm also like, these two jumped out, where the killer could be in jail for another crime right now, or prison maybe, or some kind of locked up. And then also an argument. It could be, you know, what started all of the whole ordeal from the very beginning. So, it says hall, like a dance hall or something, like an actual place, a hall.
Okay, bloodline.
The rack.
Now I will put out there, because when I first came across her picture, I didn't know too much of her history, and I had pulled cards earlier, like over the weekend, and I got the Devil card, and the Devil card can represent, you know, substance issues, addictions, and when I read on Kendra, she has had a history of having mental health and having some substance issues. But as always, that should never keep a missing person from being found. You know, I got bones again that just came flying out. I got surveillance just came flying out. Oops, sorry, Hershe. I got evidence that came flying out. Secret meeting. I got a feeling he called her and said, "Come on, baby, let's talk about it." You know what I mean? How they all do that, and a lot of times they will go ahead and, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to blame the victim whatsoever, but they know how to manipulate.
Alison is wondering, is her ex-partner MIA?
Okay, what was that, Jackie?
Alison is wondering, is her ex-partner MIA? I don't know the answer.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything yet.
Okay.
Let me pull up that article and see if there was anything else, because there really isn't a lot on her out there right now.
Yeah, I had premeditated as well, Alison, when I pulled cards the first day when Heather sent me the link.
Yeah, I got
we're here.
I got premeditated too.
Yeah. So I think so.
Because
blackmail or extortion just flew out.
You know, I had the blackmail card fly out earlier, and I'm like, why would there be blackmail? And I set it aside and I put it back into the deck. I got to stop doing that.
We all do that, Heather. We all do that.
I'm looking to see if I can find anything for Allison on the boyfriend, but they're keeping a lot of things to themselves. They're not releasing a lot of information.
Right. Right. But I got
her.
something similar to what Allison got, because I got he's either locked up or in jail or prison, but I also got that he was away. That when I asked my other deck, I got institutionalized, which just means locked up, you know, either in the mind or in physical. And then when I asked Dion's, I got you're going in the right direction. So I take that as a soft yes that he's probably either MIA or he's actually locked up somewhere, but because evidence is possibly contaminated, they don't realize that, you know, it's one and the same kind of situation.
Oh, hi, Kelly. Yeah, Kelly, I'll go ahead and I'll put her name into the chat here for you. Good to see you, Kelly. I didn't know you were here. Thank you for dropping by.
But Hershe, couldn't that mean that he, as instead of it being someone that maybe is locked up, but that it's saying he will be locked up? Like,
I mean, it could be like I that wasn't like the way I worded my question, but I can always go back in and see, you know, is this a current situation or, you know?
Yeah.
And his name is Cody. Cody Shepherd.
Okay.
And again, YouTube for entertainment purposes only. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. This is just us looking at suspects.
So the one that said hello all is Miles. He's definitely one of the guys. So that was him saying hello all. So
Hershe, may we ask Kendra where she is? Is there if she's in the vicinity, or can someone share from the spirit
I've opened it up for her. Okay. That's why I put a circle down so that she may enter, or anybody pertaining to her. But she so far hasn't come in, but I did get a yes that she has access to enter, but I haven't got her to come in yet.
Okay.
Ooh, this is interesting. Okay. So I asked about Cody really quick with my tarot deck, and I got Ace of Wands. So for me, this was willpower. This was impulse. Knight of Wands, definitely. I feel that he's involved. And what was really interesting was I got, because you know how they said somebody knows? I did get the Hierophant in reverse. Now, Hierophant has to do with like the spiritual institution. I'm just wondering if somebody, because of, you know, when you go to a confession, priests or people who are not allowed to divulge information that's given during a, you know, a confession or a spiritual person, that's possible. I got the Fool. So for me, it feels like he's out, he's on the run, or he's out hiding. I know Fool means naivety and everything, but just looking at the image, he's got his little pack on him, and he's heading out. I also got the Four of Pentacles, which is he's holding everything to himself. He's hoarding whatever it is. He's hunkering down, and he knows, because I did get the Ten of Swords, which is ruin. So to me, this just verifies that, you know, he's responsible. But it's interesting with that Hierophant, with the institution, and that could maybe do the political as well. I'm not sure. Was she married? No, but she did have a child with him, Allison. Kelly says she sees leaves. I think she's buried in a wooded area, leaves covering a shallow grave.
So for the question about, I asked, was he incarcerated right now? And I got reconsider, I got unlikely, I got choose a new direction in reverse, I got let go in reverse, and I got no need to worry in reverse. So I don't think that, you know, it's a right now situation. I think it is probably a future, like he is going to get caught, because I did get that the card that said he will eventually confess because of emotion. So eventually grief and his conscious is going to kick in, but right now he's just kind of going on adrenaline, and confession is not, you know, in their foresight right at the moment, because I got the hush card too. So and the revenge card popped up several different times. So right now, and of course the hand card popped back up again. So I think that he's running right now on adrenaline, and they're not completely aware of what's going on within.
Right. This is 2 years. So he's still, and Kelly says she sees that he's in a panic, kind of like heads in hands.
Oh,
like,
that's what I'm
okay,
saying.
what did I
Like
do?
he's in a state of mind where he's not in reality. Is
Planchette.
I was trying to say it nicely, but yeah. Yeah, he's definitely not in reality. So the thing said planchette. So in their mind, that's a tool. They're not saying it in a bad way, but they do like that you were using your pendulum. You know, that there's more tools involved. That's what the planchette conversation is going on about.
Yeah, Aries girl said, Kelly, I have outdoor references, mushrooms, maybe on a family property. Feels paranoid and isolated. Yep. Jackie, did you have anything? Oh, I'm sorry. Were you done at Hershe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, half my deck is after falling out. Wait, now I'll have to put them back. Work away if anyone else has anything else in the meantime.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure that if you had something that you were able to share it.
Rack store. What's a rack store? Bewitched said, is there a rack store? Oh!
Whoa, what the?
Oh,
These are some good cards that are coming out.
That the hand card again, Hershe?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes these cards don't make sense.
Maybe it's that someone gave him a helping hand.
A Nordstrom rack.
So like a department store, is that what they're trying to say?
Down.
Like a department?
Yeah, I have no idea. There's not that much
don't either.
information. There really is no information. They're really keeping this information tight-lipped.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out why, you know.
Is there a department store? And then, like I said, we kept getting that 6, and then somebody was saying that she's within 6 miles of something, and I couldn't really make out a whole something part, but I got that much, like within 6 miles of something.
I have lured. Someone already spoke of was it you said, Heather, that maybe that you felt he lured her somewhere?
Yeah.
And I have poison, so that there's obviously all different ways of poisoning someone, so it could be anything.
I'm getting some very interesting. Okay.
So the Alexander and or Alex is coming from within the circle, and I got an emphatic yes to department store. Maybe she's within 6 miles of a department store or some kind of store that's in their area or community or something.
And Jackie, I was putting cards down. Did you want me to put you on the big screen so you can show your cards again, or are you good?
No, work away. No.
Okay. Just really quick, I pulled on him some more, and of course, there's the strife card. There's, the 5 of Wands. I got Magician in reverse, and of course, that's the abuse of power over.
Wow.
I got the Princess of Swords. So she fought. She knew. I mean, with the swords, it's I'm like having to prove something. Maybe she saw him. Maybe she was trying to prove to him she wasn't afraid of him. Or yet this could be just a young woman, again, very practical, very thinking, maybe thought perhaps, they could work something out. Unfortunately, that never works that way. Then I got the 3 of Wands, established strength. So to me, it feels
Electric
like,
shock.
you know, he drew her in, you know, there's the established strength over her. Then I got the moon in reverse. So things that are people think are hidden are not hidden. People know what's going on. Usually when, for me, at moon reverse means that things are in the shadow. People aren't, you know, they need to listen to their, people know what's going on. I got Dominion too. For this deck, they named it Dominion. And so for me, this is like Dominion over her. And what's interesting is I wonder if he can see where she is. He's holding the sphere, the earth in his hand. He's holding onto that staff and he's out there looking. I'm wondering if wherever he is, or he has a place where he can look and see and keep an eye on where he left her. Some people have that kind of, and then I got the death card. So,
Wow.
So Nordstrom, that's interesting. I'm going to write that down, Bookie.
So someone again in the circle is saying that
Attack.
like an electric fence or some kind of shocking system, like a fence with like that, you know, like an electric fence you would use for like livestock or something. I got the impression that they passed one, or that you would cross one somewhere, maybe headed towards that. And then some, I also got like Pottersfield. For me, Pottersfield is a graveyard that's been forgotten, unmarked, or, you know, basically has been called back to the earth. But like, I don't know. I'm getting vibes of like the ground wherever she's at is older, like not necessarily considered sacred, but is sacred and is older, like, or older established earth.
Well, that would be the reservation, because she's part of the nation, the Muskogee Nation, and I think that's where she was living when she went, you know, where she was living when she went missing. Allison said, I feel she's possibly still alive and being held captive. Did anybody see that she was actually crossed over? I felt like she's crossed over, because I did get that I kept getting that Four of Swords and I got the death card. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to ask specifically and see what I get. Callie doesn't feel that she is alive. I believe she was if in fact she died, I believe she was kept alive for quite a while. And that could have been when she escaped and tried asking for water. But if that was true, then why did that woman not call the police? Unless she wasn't aware of that this young lady was missing and she ended up not asking, you know, for help. I'm just going to finish pulling cards on. Thank you for everybody joining us in chat with us. This is, I'm sure if she is on the other side, Kendra appreciates all the help. Well, I got defeat. Oops, sorry, Hershe. I got defeat. I got the tower. And then I got temperance. Moderation, balance. Maybe he did keep her alive for a while. And that could be where the moderation comes in. And at the bottom, I have the Queen of Cups. The Knight of Swords. So yeah, I think yeah. I'm actually very surprised at what I'm getting. She absolutely fought a good fight. She did. That's the card that I have with the Princess of Swords. And she's a mother. She wants to stay alive for her children.
Yeah.
Now, Isadora checked her pendulum and it said that, yes, that Kendra had crossed over. What specific question do we want to ask next, ladies?
Just before we do, the Six of Cups fell out, which would say to me that with the whole lured theory, that she had let her guard down, because this guard walking away in the background is about letting your guard down and kind of allowing love in, or allowing someone to forgive you, or that kind of a thing. So that would suggest that, yeah, he had asked her to meet up or whatever, and she truly believed that, something's going to come of it, but obviously, it didn't.
Yeah. And was there another card that you wanted to
No,
share?
that was just it. That fell out while I was
Okay.
shuffling.
Okay, and Kelly also shared she is very much present in spirit and working to guide the investigators. She's grateful to hear us today as well. Well, that's good. And Spiritual Rain also pulled a card from the Poe deck. A man promises to never remarry. His wife dies. He remarries right away. She haunts him. Love triangle idea. Well, he was actually with another person before her. That could be, I mean, I don't know if those two, but I mean, it's established that he has had issues with his temper and with hurting individuals.
And was she with anyone else? No?
Not that I know of. There really wasn't a whole lot of information on her. I'm just starting to get really warm. Well, it could be hot flash too. I got the star card in reverse. So there's a lot of people are losing hope. Also, I got the Two of Swords, and in this deck, the title is Peace, because trying to make a decision brings you peace of mind. I did not get pieces in reverse, so she is not at rest. There is no peace for her. Again, the Temperance came up. I'm just wondering, because Temperance is land and water. I wonder if this is representing too, possibly.
Yes, I'm here.
She's on land, but near a body of water, some sort of small creek or whatever. Because each of these cards has water in it too. And then of course I got the Emperor at the end. Very, ruled with an iron fist, very dominant.
We're really here.
We're really here? Okay. Okay, Allison also shared, I believe she's on someone's property. It's not state land or park or anything like that. That's why I see it could be reservation, because she is part of the Creek Nation. And she's, registered with the Creek. And Allison also said, quite possibly whoever owns the land has no clue. Very well.
And see what Tom said there as well. That's what I'd be thinking along the lines of.
There we go. Could the hands and the bones card, hands in the bones cards, maybe she may be eventually revealed bones of her hands. Yes, especially if she's been scattered. So I did get bones earlier too, and I think some of us did. Go ahead, Hershe.
Yeah.
So, well, about the time the comment came through, I got dismemberment, and like I said,
right.
I've been.
And it said right.
It said right.
Wow.
So I kept getting the hand, and then like when I said, well, was it a torture or a kept alive kind of situation? And I got elixir again with that drink situation, something, some kind of something popped up, but then so did playthings. It popped up with the dismemberment. So with playthings, being in there somewhere. And then I also got the grandmother card. I don't know if maybe this is some kind of rouge that drew her, or maybe it was some kind of description that they're saying about maybe who opened the door that made her feel comfortable or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I don't honestly understand the grandmother part, but it's more like an energy. So I feel like it was like a trusted situation, and then with the plaything and dismemberment kind of popping out with hand that just keeps showing up. Maybe she was tortured or kept alive, and then
she does have a grandmother.
Dead held and then dead. So I don't know if bed had anything to do with it, but bed was the word it said.
Okay. Well, she does have a grandmother that misses her, according to this article, or her sisters. They said just reach out to anybody, but she can't be.
I'm with you, Allison. Yeah, horrible. Yeah.
And just a little side note for Jackie. It said here, one of the very few, with the articles, it said Ena Reyes Battelo's cousin said a prayer vigil is scheduled for 6 p.m. Friday on the Garfield County Courthouse lawn. So you said something to do with politics or government. I'm just wondering if he was present during, I don't know. It just seems interesting that you had mentioned certain these keywords are popping up in this article that I was able to pull up. So I'm just looking to see if there's anything else I can offer. And they're really, let's see. That's what I feel. So, okay, Kelly is acknowledging Allison. Allison also got 2 different cards that reference dismemberment in the photos. I didn't want to mention it. It's horrifying. Yeah. I just want to pull up Richard.
Yeah, it said Richard. And then I asked if Allison was onto something, and this was the card I got.
Oh.
Hush. Ooh. So
not literally like you, but like, yes, you're on to something, like, you know, like, don't let the details out, you know, because like she said, she didn't want to really mention it because of the horrifying images, feelings, and if she has that kind of connection, then she can feel kind of the heaviness, you know, not necessarily TOD, but you know, encompassing that kind of energy is just like, I'm not speaking on that, you know. And I think that's what they're acknowledging, that, you know. So absolutely, because it fell out with blessing. So absolutely, yep.
I'm looking to see if they're releasing any other information on another article. It says here, residences devices conducted field searches, employed our department's drone. Drones have been called in. They're really not saying any. Yeah, that's it. They're not really saying anything else.
The mic, when we were backstage, it said Scar like 3 times, like 3 different times it said Scar, and then hand kept showing up. So if she says, the pendulum says Kendra might have entered the hand of her assailant, because it kept getting Scar, like the spirit box was literally saying Scar 3 different times, like okay, I get it. And then something about the green eyes too, that was like 3 or 4 times.
And it could also be, I don't know how
had it, or if the assailant maybe had green eyes.
Covered.
Well, if she did scratch him, if they find her, if her body isn't too badly decomposed, or if it's preserved enough, they might be able to find evidence of his DNA under any of her fingernails.
Yeah, under her fingernails. Yep.
I have 2 knights that fell out.
Okay, there we go.
Wow. Again, the Knight of Cups, him luring her in and being all lovey-dovey and pretending, and then see the way they're going the opposite way. Then so he turned on her quickly and pounced and attacked, and this would kind of suggest like crime of passion kind of a thing. Like if I'm not going to have you, no one else will, you know. So yeah, they just fell out.
Oh my gosh, they have a child together, and look what just popped out. I got the child.
Do you know what? Baby fell out of my card deck earlier on, and I ignored it.
Spouse, partner.
Spouse, partner.
Wooded area.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now I got serial killer. I don't know if he's killed before or not. I know the last person that he was with, he didn't. But this is interesting.
Wasn't one of Hershe's cards that he has or will do again?
Yes, has or will do this in the future. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And then another time, it said one of the cards that fell out said that it said past. The thing just said past, so maybe it's giving some kind of confirmation, like, yes, he's done this in the past. Look what the hell popped up. Suspect has sustained a wound during the murder.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
Wow.
And then it said again, about him and them. I keep saying him, but I need to correct myself.
Isadora, your pendulum's on fire, my dear. I wish mine was this connection was
That
this
they
good.
will admit, and that
Yeah.
it says that beliefs, like basically, so they're showing an image of the devil, but they don't. I don't want you to. I'm not going to sit here and say you got to blame the devil, because you cannot. No. What you have to do is realize that he was influenced by something in his mind, again, ties back to him maybe because I kept getting institutionalized, or at this time asylum. Those cards kept popping out, so he could have literally had a mental break, because it says that
I got anger.
there is a witness, and there is some kind of behavior going on in his head that was quite unusual for even them.
And she says that gave her the chills, that you corroborated her pendulum.
Yeah.
And now book Bewitched, she's bringing up rack again, was emphasized around the time the word hall came through. I asked if it was Nordstrom's. So really rack, shoulder. I'm not sure what do you get ladies know what she means?
No.
With that last one. See, I don't know what stores are in the area. There is just, I mean, I could always do a Google on Enid, on Oklahoma, and do like an out on the thing and see if they lists, on, businesses that are in the area on the GPS map.
Miles is so the question is, did they hear that on the spirit box? If that's what they're referring to, Miles said that was on the outside of the circle, and it was referring to look for a truck with a rack or something like that, but it didn't make it into the circle, so it didn't register in my brain. But if they heard it on the mic, quite possibly they did hear it there, but it might not have anything to do with the situation because it didn't come into the circle.
Okay.
Nordstrom rack.
Well, I've got footprints, trunk, and frozen. So,
Altar.
huh?
Look on your altar.
Okay.
Right.
I'm just, oh, and I got neighborhood.
Which one?
So I'm wondering if frozen means that maybe during winter, or footprints could be also footprints left by, not physical footprints. I mean, they could very well maybe find footprints that lead to her, to where she is, but footprints could also represent things that you accidentally leave, like a trail,
Yeah.
things that point towards. Omit the word Nordstrom. It's rack emphasized. I don't know what rack means. I mean, she wasn't killed with. I mean, I'm trying to figure out if Book Bewitched, you mean you're thinking of a clothing rack, or if she was. I mean, like I'm not sure.
Bike rack, right?
Yeah. Okay, they did grade it a couple times, and was worried because. Okay. Do you have an athame on your altar? I don't.
Not today.
Not that I really divulge a lot of what's on my altar, but
not today. I don't.
No. Street drugs making people crazy, and actually, Michelle, unfortunately, she, and I believe him as well, had issues with, drinking. Unfortunately, it's really prevalent a lot too, also on the native reservations. It's an epidemic. Really, I wish a lot of times people would kind of not just say, oh, because she's native, she was drunk, of course she's got drinking problems, but people don't realize you got to stop stereotyping. Drinking and alcohol is so prevalent in our culture. Every time you turn on the freaking, we watch something on YouTube, we get commercials for Bud Light, we get things for here people drink this, here people drink that. I mean, there are it's drinking and alcoholism is big everywhere, not just one particular culture. Yeah,
I
and I
had
actually
read.
got that too crazy too. Go
Uh,
ahead, sorry, Jackie.
no, just before you put up Michelle's comment on street drugs, I had read that comment, and this fell out, the Six of Pentacles, and there's like a dealer and dealing his drugs, you know. I just,
They're like barely enabling each other, but yeah.
yeah.
And this just fell out, death.
So these three cards fell out together.
Okay.
And I feel like it has something to do with a possible witness to something. So it says that there is a witness, but they're scared to come forward. But these other two cards fell out.
You can trust us.
It says that killer worked past tense in the area, and then it also says has currently left the area. Like they're no longer even in the area anymore. Like they are in hiding or something like that. Like again with the MIA expression, that's how we're gonna put that. You know, I think that's the best way to put it.
They left.
Again.
Yeah.
There's the travel card that came right out.
And Heather's pool card. Yeah.
Evidence. I got the.
And I actually had flight risk as well. Come to think of it, I had flight risk earlier on as well. I just thought of it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were sharing a card. Okay. All right. So let's see. Rack, gun rack, rack of antlers, coat rack. Okay. Ooh, a gun rack. You know, I did get a firearm in the beginning. You know how.
And I had weapons card. Yeah.
Blunt force trauma. They can take the back of a handle, you know, and hit somebody. And
yeah.
Jeez, these cards, they're too damn slippery.
What about the talk of drugs? I had the poison card as well, remember? So maybe it was just poisonous drugs, you know? As in maybe it was bad drugs.
Yep, yeah, I got poisoned and then I kept getting the elixir, so you know it could go. It could go with that too.
Yeah.
And he may have roofied her. He might put something in the drink. Come on, have a drink with me.
Yeah.
Let's talk about let's work this out.
Yeah.
And you know, yeah.
We could ask, did he mean to, or did someone mean to injure her, or I suppose would be the best way to put it.
So you're saying, was it an accident?
Yeah, was her death and was her
death
yeah. I don't know. I think one of
them it instantly said no crime.
It was premeditated. Yeah.
Yeah, I got premeditated like several times. Planned out, organized, you know, all that. So I got unlikely. I asked, was it an accident? And I got unlikely, no need to worry is in reverse, and then let go is in reverse. So I would say no, it wasn't an accident.
Did you want to go ahead and show? Oh, that's a little pixelated, but
sorry if they look pixelated, guys. They look clear to me, but you know I can't see what y'all see. So, but I got unlikely.
Lovely internet. I went to hell about a year or so ago with my doing a live, and then the internet just dropping right out. And, oh my God! Again, I keep getting blunt force trauma, but then I keep getting stabbed too. But I don't think she was stabbed, unless he really was enraged. Because I got friend, I got the stab, but then I got travel again, and blunt force trauma. Then I got caregiver. Oh, I don't know. I need to burn some incense because I think there's a lot of different energy with different questions going on. So I just need to kind of cleanse. So what do you want to pull next on? Any questions that you might want to address? Maybe will he be caught? Or will he, you know, or if there was another person involved, maybe figure out who they were. Yep, that's right, Michelle. We brought that up earlier. It was like a week before she was supposed to appear is when she disappeared. So right then and there, that tells you.
Immediately
off the bat.
suspicious.
Yep. I just feel bad for that child. The child's not going to know its mother.
So again, I got the killer will kill again, and I also got this the first time I got this, but I got already interviewed me like the killer.
Yep.
Like they've already interviewed me.
Yep. They already interviewed it.
And then it says that the perpetrator has very bad behavior patterns and show serial killer signs in
And I
their
got serial killer card.
everyday thing.
Yeah.
There is a motive, and then again contamination, and they're not interviewing enough. Like if they were interviewing enough, it would have been upright, but it's in reverse, and all my cards are upright, so they're not interviewing enough people.
Yeah, I got the king of still pulling cards on him. I got King of Pentacles. So it's basically him ruling over his domain. This is my property. She belongs to me. This is that kind of. Then I got the blended pleasure. I got the Four of Cups, but it came in reverse. So to me, it feels like he derived pleasure. Because then I got perfect success. I got the 10 of Cups card. So he knew that this is not what he was going to be able to have with her. And then on the bottom of the deck, I got the World. Things came full circle. What would be the next? Oh, yeah, there's the Thief. He stole her life. To me, that's what he did.
Yeah.
I was wealthy.
I got, let's see, Patricia said that I got Killer sustained a wound. Again, there you go. She's getting the same cards that you are. And it's okay, Michelle. Lurk away.
I got
here, let me pull you up here.
I got Wooded Area, which has been mentioned, similar things like it. I have Poison again. So maybe they were doing their dodgy drugs out in the woods together. Regret, remorse. So maybe he is feeling remorse, and maybe he will crack, you know. Cover up. There might be someone involved in a cover up with him. Rural or country, which would tie in with the Woodside area, and Crime of Passion, which I said with the Knight of Wands earlier.
Yep, I got that in so many different ways. Like, make sure you understand, this was definitely a crime of passion.
Look what I just pulled out, Jackie.
Oh Jesus, Jinx.
So the tarot cards, I put a few more, and I do believe he is going to crack where somebody is.
Yeah.
I got the 10 of Wands. Somebody is really burdened, either someone who knows the truth or him himself. I did get the Justice card. I got the Queen of Swords, which is, and look at, she's got his head. She's holding this guy's head. Yeah, I also got the Great Strength card, the 9 of Wands. So this person is just exhausted, weary, either him from hiding or running, or somebody holding the information. And wait a minute, was that on the bottom? No, what was the bottom card? Oh, and I got Perfect Foundation or Perfect World. So someone's going to be able to lay the foundation down of what had happened. And Kelly also acknowledged, just said wooded area. So, yep.
So they said that there is they said that there is a female. I was whispered it. There's a female. It could maybe be either somebody he was with, or maybe it could be somebody that claimed to be her best friend or something. But anyway, I got best friend knows something. Revenge fell sideways, so you guys know how I read sideways cards, directly like tied to it, you know. Maybe there is somebody else involved with this, because I know that's shown up a couple of different times with hidden evidence. And again, it said yes, her. And then I got Backstabber, and this is the first time Backstabber showed up, but I was asking, was there anybody else involved? And the Revenge fell out again. and backstabber fell out with there's a friend that knows something. So
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Really quick, when you said the friend, I'm looking at this one card, but I did get the fool. Okay, but then get this. I feel like Kendra was fooled by this person because I got the love card and he was with another woman before her. Okay, and then I got the moon card. So something is being hidden. Something's being, it's like people know what's going on, but they don't know what's going on. But I did get that love card, and it doesn't always have to be love, but it could be friends too. So I'm wondering if this person might have, I'm just wondering, okay, just hear me out on this one here. Could it be, how some people, they don't mean to cause something bad to happen, kind of like pillow talk when you talk about stuff to another person, and then this person goes, oh, that person, and that kind of almost like thing. I'm just wondering that because I got the Ace of Swords, which is about new ideas and new projects, something, kind of balancing out the pros and cons, because a blade can be a double-sided sword. Yes, no, do I say something? Do I not say something? Then I got the Fool, which is, night can be naivety. Again, having that leap of faith. Maybe if I should tell somebody, then I got the Love card, and then I got the Moon. So either this is somebody who accidentally did the whispering on the thing, which might have caused this, or this is going to be the person who ends up, somebody hearing what had happened, knows what happened, and is who ends up turning evidence in against this person. Let's see. Pendulum says she was fooled by the assailant.
yeah, it said that she was fooled. The box also said that she's scared to talk, and it says I bit, like I bit him, like situation, like there was a bite involved. So we keep finding that DNA card keeps showing up, or the contaminated DNA card keeps showing up for me. That could have something to do with,
hi Leah,
maybe that's part of the scar. Maybe the bite was bad enough that, it scarred somebody.
Yeah. And really quick, Leah, we are only reading on one individual today. If you want us to look into it, possibly into another case, just email me and let me know. But we're focusing solely on Kendra today. Vincent.
Card.
I just got rival backstabber.
There you go.
And underneath, dark energies again, and mental health. Targeted victim.
Mm-hmm. Because she did have mental health.
Yeah.
Again, the car situation, it came up, so, and that's within the circle, so car.
Someone gave information or gave something away. Hermit.
Yeah.
Someone's in hiding. And hangman, different perspective. So yeah, people need to look at the case from a different perspective too. And the hermit shines light and wisdom and knowledge also. So yeah, this is and then the 10 of Swords again on the bottom. So I'm going to have to see if I can find more information later on about, who this, because I know there was another young lady. Yep, let me pull you back up.
They just fell out evidence and news media and the press. So maybe it's a case of in any articles that have been written so far, maybe the evidence is in there somewhere that kind of people have not seen,
Yep.
Ooh, Hershe, what are yours?
Yep. No, I was just saying mine the same cards jumped out when you started talking. Additional evidence and jealousy, love crime. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, yep. I agree with what she's saying.
Look at this. Broken heart. Someone's heart was broken. Yep. They wanted justice. There's the thief card. So there is another female or individual that's connected with him on an intimate level.
Yeah.
That, lured her out. Maybe
Fair enough.
maybe that's how she got lured out, was by this
Oh
friend.
yeah.
Woman.
Yeah.
Come to this party, come hang out, you know. And then he showed up. What a
It
coincidence,
took over.
you know. Mhm.
Woman.
And I don't know if you saw this, but Michelle said maybe someone covered her mouth and she bit the hand while trying to grab her from the. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's possible too. So
Cool. So I asked if there was another woman involved, and I got no in reverse. So we
Huh.
know this is a soft yes. Not the right time in reverse. Another yes, I would take that. And then I got unlikely in reverse. So yeah, I got some
Likely.
soft
That's weird.
yeses. Yes, there's possibly another female involved.
yeah, and there goes the drink. Here, have a cup. Have something to drink.
Whoa.
Perfect success. There's the family. I want a family. I want, I want the ideal dream. And there's the victory card. So somebody besides him wanted this to happen too. Most definitely.
Emphatic
There's another
yes.
feminine. Yep.
Soft no again. Yep.
Or maybe she showed up. Yeah, Isadora, they both could have very well been there. But I feel like, so Isadora's thinking that maybe she's the one that either he acted alone and committed the actual physical act, unless he help with this other woman.
Uh-huh.
And it could maybe even be somebody in his family, maybe a sister or somebody who, you ain't going to put my kid or my family or my, my blood, in jail. We'll take, that kind of, because people are like that. I see it on the stories and on the news and stuff that.
LOL.
What?
Hello.
Oh, I thought I said LOL, and I was like, what? Laugh out loud.
That's the Drea lady is saying hello.
Okay. Hey, Drea. So do we want to ask the cards if this was I mean there's a difference between a witness and an accomplice. A witness may be somebody who sees it and has nothing to do with it and is frightened. And then there's an accomplice who actually helped either orchestrate or help to carry out. I'm just going
Or
to
clear up after.
Mm-hmm. Did the person who took Kendra's life have an accomplice help them?
After the fact? Especially after the fact. Yeah, I hear you. There's that temperance kind of card again. I got to look up and study temperance today. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That makes sense with what I got. I'm going to pull a couple more of these white ones. Oh.
So I got again that there's a friend that knows something. This card just has been showing up the entire time. And then I got again that because they fell out together, that the friend that knows something, which I'm taking to mean not the boyfriend or the male aspect, the female that is the friend to her is literally full of lies, deception, very much a part of this. Had something to do with their everyday life, like interaction type situation. I got the thief, and again, Hush. Oh my God, Hush just
I got
will
the
not
thief
leave me
too.
alone. Like won't leave me alone. And then I got the thief. So I'm taking that like the friend was very deceitful, dishonest. I got no in
You
reverse.
think?
Huh? Cool.
Hershe.
Huh?
You think?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
False
There's.
person, witness, and premeditated.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh, there's going to be a timeline issue too. That just came up. And it was a couple. Communication. So, oh my goodness. Kidnapped. So, yeah. Ooh, false accusations and testimony. That's interesting.
So maybe she caught them. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't think the false comes in because people knew that of his behavior, and people knew that she had been abused, and she went. So I don't think it was a false accusation unless he lied to somebody and played the victim card himself and convinced
false
someone to.
accusations.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And I have accident as well, so like it could be a case of that with their who? Oh yeah.
I was held prisoner. It said I was held prisoner.
Wow. Yeah, it could be with the accident card that it was just an accident with the dodgy drugs or whatever, but it would be someone helping him then to cover it up and get rid of the body and all the rest of it. That would be the real crime, you know, in that case.
So I'm going to kind of play the devil's advocate here. And just ask the cards if she made a false accusation against him. Because it's interesting that you and I were both getting a false accusation. So I just want to see if I can verify to make sure that it wasn't him playing the victim and saying, oh no, it's a false, or if it was, because unfortunately, as we've seen in the media and in news, there are women who unfortunately make it hard for those who do get assaulted or do get abused, that create false testimony, and it makes it harder for the women who do suffer like that to actually be taken seriously.
He was accused in past relationships, wasn't he? Didn't I read that?
I believe so. I couldn't find that article. Excuse me.
I don't know where I read that, but I don't think this was a new thing with Kendra. Like, I think he had a history of it.
So I went ahead and asked my Jans to answer the out loud question on if it was false accusations. I got the emphatic yes, absolutely in reverse. So no, it's not false accusations at all.
I didn't get it either. No.
I got no need to worry. They kind of know that concept or whatever. Like they're not even worried about that. And then you're going in the right direction was in reverse. So absolutely, like that isn't even part of the investigation in somebody's mind frame that plays a major role in it. Like they understand that there's that if it comes up, it's like we know better. You know, everybody's going to say that in their self-defense of, you know, trying to prove it wasn't them kind of situation.
Okay, and really quick, hello, Michelle, and she wants to know her deck. Secrets
this is
revealed.
what it is. What's her name, Michelle? It's Secrets Revealed True Crime Oracle, Michelle.
Christopher.
So if you Google Abundant Life Tarot and find her website, you can buy them. They're for sale through Make Playing Cards, which is in, what did I say, Luxembourg or somewhere?
Yeah, something like that. And it's
somewhere around
57 US. It's 57 US dollars, correct? Plus shipping, or is that inclusive?
Like $22 shipping. So.
Oh wow, yeah.
It was obviously shipping is the problem. But you see, because they're in Europe, for me it was great because they're in €57, 15 shipping, and then I didn't get caught for any customs, which was great.
Right, yeah, and I have to pay for all of that. Like I didn't even get to the custom part. I was like, wait.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, wait.
And I got
it's 160 cards.
160, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
High
Priestess.
High Priestess again, and I got this again. So people know.
Yeah, definitely.
People know. You know, she was battered. She was injured. She was hurt.
And you had that already as well.
And she tried to walk away.
Huh?
So the name Christopher showed up, and
I know
then
that.
it like somebody has been lighting a candle, like somebody lit one candle, like maybe the friend might be going through some remorse situation and like has been lighting a candle or
Night
something.
alive.
And so they're
What'd you
saying
say?
9 hours alive, like maybe they were held captive for 9 hours or tortured.
I just got 9 of wands of being tormented, and that I got the 9 of wands, and in this deck they show the person, you know, battered and exhausted and bandaged. So that's interesting.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
This is really working.
I hope so too, Kendra. I hope so too, sweetheart.
They're zapping. They literally just are killing my battery, so I have to start plugging stuff in, guys. Sorry. I was fully charged when I started, and now I'm pretty much dead. So
yeah, it's saying here the police continue to ask the public to come forward with any tips or information. However, Rains could not tell us, and I think Rains is one of her cousins. Rains could not tell us if Kendra's boyfriend Colby had been a person of interest in the case, but of course,
No,
could
not
not
here.
discuss specifics in her disappearance. What was that?
it's outside of the circle.
Oh, it's outside the circle. Okay. So yeah, I'm just looking to see because there's Lillian. I'm seeing Edna. Wait a minute, wasn't? Oh no, that's a Drea, not an Edna. Okay. So yeah, I'm just looking at the very few names that are being provided from family and stuff. So, well, definitely we'll let people know if any of this comes, you know, comes to light.
Did you check to see if there was any did anyone else do card readings on this already? Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, and is
I didn't
anybody
even
else done readings on this case? I don't know. I just went directly to
Yeah, I don't know. I
somebody that
try
was-
not to look. I try to keep it,
Yeah,
you know, I try to know as little as possible. That way everything I gain is completely fresh.
I might have a look later and see.
Well, now
You
that
know
we've
what?
done this, I'll probably
Yeah.
dive in and see as much as I can see. But
Yeah.
beforehand, I find that it works better that the less I know, the more organic I seem to trust the answers I get.
And really quick, I'm just going to reiterate again, and I'll explain why to YouTube and anybody watching this. This is just several women pulling cards, trying to find out what happened to Kendra. We are not paid for this. We have not been contacted by the family. We are not doing this for profit. This is just us looking into this young woman's disappearance. And
It
one of the
said
reasons why I
ask
want to
Grace.
and I want to reiterate that because when I was looking up information on Kendra and I typed in her name, our show popped up on the feed.
Oh wow!
So anybody looking at this video, this is us doing this on our own because we're interested in her case. We care about finding out what happened to her, and if any of this information can ever be helpful or whatever, you know. But we are not making any money or, you know,
Threatening.
That just
anything like that.
He was threatening.
He was threatening, and then you just pulled out the devil card.
Wow. Jesus.
Ooh.
And what was the last one? I'm sorry. I just didn't want to stop my train of thought, Hershe, when I was doing my little disclaimer there.
Yeah, it said ask Grace, like the name Grace. Ask Grace. And then I got earn, and I asked if was there any kind of mentally thing going on, and this nasty infection card popped up. So I would say that there is definitely some mental unstable situation things
she had
going
some mental
on.
health too, and the drinking probably did not help her, but at the same time she deserves justice.
Yep. And when you get earn, not only does it represent death as in the physical aspect of it, an earn is something that you put something that you love in. So again, that could be falling back to the like they kept a souvenir or some kind of vital something that could be even sitting out that people don't understand what it is, or
Yes, it's me.
Okay.
stop. It's the little Richard, the little boy Richard again.
Okay. I don't know. I think they are going to get down to it. I asked, just for a few final cards, thoughts, and I did get the World card. Things are going to come for a circle. Things are going to come to light. I did get the Two of Swords. It was reversed, but either reversed or upright. It has to do with decisions, people coming forward. Someone's going to make the right decision to come forward.
Yeah.
And then I got the King of Wands, and this could very well be someone will approach law enforcement. It could be somebody, because someone's going to take action, and it's going to be the right action. It's going to be, they're going to find a way of getting information to authorities or to the families. And at the bottom of the deck, I got the Two of Pentacles, and on this deck, it's called Harmonious Change. So there will be a change. So hopefully she will be found sooner, than later. And Michelle said, I took not threatening as part of your disclaimer. Heather was saying we are not. Then the box said threatening anyone, etc. Very interesting. And Isadora said pendulum says yes to the name of Grace.
Ooh.
So
Interesting.
Isadora, I'm going to put that little marker there, your name with the word pendulum next to it. So what do you think, ladies? Do you think we've covered everything that we could for today?
I think so.
Okay. And if anybody gets anything, you can always email me. You can email one of us. Let us know. And I will keep everybody posted in the event that, when news breaks on her or there any other information comes up, whether or not they did find her, know what exactly happened. But if any more information is, put out there about her and her circle, especially if any specific names. And Patricia also, oh, you're welcome, Rain. And Patricia said, yes, an item of Kendra's was kept, and I believe it was the phone, because she didn't go, apparently she was very social media. You can see the pictures. She was always taking, her selfies and stuff. And so he's kept it, maybe shut the phone off. They don't know if they tried pinning, where her phone may be. So yeah. Ongoing case.
Yeah, I got that card that showed up in the crime deck, said that evidence on a device, that there's some kind of evidence on a device. So I definitely believe maybe they recorded a kiss, a hug, maybe she was uploading a TikTok or something, I don't know. But I feel like something will prove when it does come out.
Okay. And yeah, Thomas, if you want to join us and bring one of those cases, reach out to us. Either let Hershe know, reach out to me, and we'll, get a hold of Jackie and see if, because I've got several people now who would like us to look into certain cases. So, yeah, I'll definitely, this is something that I feel very passionate about. I feel like I'm doing something good with my YouTube and something positive. And
yes, I agree. I do. I feel the same way. I definitely enjoy it.
And Isadora said, big yes from the pendulum to something of Kendra's being kept. Oh,
They do, Rain. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the killer filmed it. Sounds terrible, but that happens. It does.
It does.
That's kind of what we were feeling about Summer Wells when we read on her last week.
Yeah.
That there is video and certain things and stuff that are out there. So, all righty. Well, ladies, thank you again for joining me on this. I appreciate you both very much. And to really quick to everybody who helped me celebrate my channelversary Sunday. That was amazing. I had a blast, and those who in chat who joined, thank you so much. Here's to hopefully another 365 days. And again, thanks to everybody in chat watching on playback. Again, you know where my email is, and let me know if you know you discover anything or have certain cases that we might be able to look into. And thank you, Rain. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody as well. Be safe, enjoy, and I'm thinking about maybe doing a live tomorrow for fun, because we can't really go anywhere. So I might pop on, and I know Thomas is going to be doing something. Is he going to be doing that with you, Hershe? I know Thomas wants to do something. Oh,
Yep.
it's going to be with you. Okay,
Yep.
so
Yep.
so people don't feel alone. Because,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
holidays can really hurt. I mean, I have a friend who just lost her husband 2 months ago or a month ago. So this is going to be holidays for the first time without him. So there are going to be a lot of people that are going to be alone, or feeling
Yep.
alone. And
Oh yeah.
it's nice to have a space for them to come to,
Definitely.
so that they know that they're not alone.
Definitely.
So again, everybody, thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of your week, and we will see you next time on one of our shows. Bye.
Thanks, babes.